For centuries, the Hanafi school served as the legal bedrock for vast stretches of the Islamic world, spanning from Central Asia to the Ottoman domains. This 12th century manuscript of al-Hidayah was the ultimate legal primer, tying this massive civilization's legal system together. But look closely. There's a structural vulnerability. The author cited prophetic narrations to justify rulings, but left out the transmission chains, the proofs required for authenticity. Without verifiable historical proof attached to its laws, the foundation of the largest Islamic legal tradition was left exposed to its intellectual rivals. In scholarly debates, competing legal schools recognized this gap immediately. They pressed the attack, exploiting the missing transmission chains to invalidate Hanafi rulings on the spot. Securing the tradition required an almost impossible task, working backward to retroactively trace thousands of isolated laws through centuries of history, linking them to their absolute prophetic origins. The scholar who rebuilt this Central Asian legal foundation did not emerge from its traditional heartland. He came from the distant shores of the Horn of Africa. The medieval Somali coast was defined by its rugged geography and relentless maritime activity. The independent port city of Zayla'ī anchored transoceanic trade routes, connecting the Horn of Africa to Yemen, Egypt, and the wider Indian Ocean. Jamāl al-Dīn al-Zayla'ī was a 14th century jurist entirely forged by this vibrant cross-cultural environment. The material remains of the city, its grand coral limestone tombs, and the towering minarets of its ancient mosques confirm its wealth and sophistication. Medieval Zayla'ī functioned as a powerful incubator for globally minded intellectuals. Al-Zayla'ī eventually traveled to the heart of Mamluk Cairo, joining a deeply embedded diaspora of Somali scholars at the world's most prestigious academic institutions. Pursuing a broad education, he refused isolation within his own tradition, training directly under the era's foremost jurists and hadith masters. This diverse training, layered with the inner discipline of Sufi practice, stripped away the standard academic tribalism of the period. It left him with a sharp, rigorous impartiality. Cairo provided the exact crucible needed to give this Somali scholar the universal perspective required to solve his legal school's greatest structural crisis. His solution was his magnum opus, Nazm al-Raya, the definitive answer to the vulnerabilities of the al-Hidayah textbook. Relying on the forensic science of takhrij, al-Zayla'ī systematically hunted down every hadith in the primer. He traced their full chains through canonical collections, applying rigorous criticism to evaluate the memory, bias, and reliability of every single human link. His commitment to objectivity led him to document the authentic evidence of rival schools right alongside his own. He refused to hide opposing facts. By valuing accuracy over partisanship, he produced a universally respected scientific standard. Nazm al-Raya sent a shockwave through 14th century academia, instantly becoming the ultimate reference point for legal authentication. Even the legendary hadith master Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, a Shafi'i rival, was compelled to rely on the text, eventually producing his own formal abridgment of al-Zayla'ī's work. Centuries later, the preeminent 20th century scholar Anwar Shah al-Kashmiri argued that al-Zayla'ī's encompassing vision and memory surpassed even the revered Ibn Hajar. Al-Zayla'ī successfully retrofitted the entire structural foundation of Hanafi law, reinforcing it against future criticism. Today, his text remains an active, gold standard reference. It is still printed, studied, and revered in advanced Islamic legal curricula globally. It is a lasting legacy that began with a young scholar looking out from the shores of Zayla'ī, carrying the cosmopolitan spirit of the Horn of Africa to the center of the world. The medieval Somali coast was an exporter of the brilliant minds who engineered the intellectual architecture of the Islamic world. Jamāl al-Dīn al-Zayla'ī's life proves that the most enduring architectures of human civilization are built on rigorous, uncompromising, and objective truth.